The cost of food has gone through the roof. Fortunately, inflation has come down just a tad. But I was here to do a little bit of fishing. That I was. But unfortunately, I hadn't brought my rod. So I was going to dive in there. I was into the lake to catch myself a fish. Yum.
Sebastian!
But apparently, I'm not allowed to do that either. Oh dear. Oh well, never mind. Well, we're going to catch up with the missus. She's all there over there. She is. Well. And now she's turning around because she's just seen another dog. There she is. Well, we want to talk about food.
Pandora!
And, well, it's the building blocks of life, isn't it, you know? Without food, well, you're kind of buggered, you could say. Yeah. And without our children being, well, fed responsibly, we're also buggered. We've got to have, you know, decent munch for them, haven't we? Unfortunately, much of it is privatised. Yeah, and there's no milk anymore either, is there, my darling?
No.
I know, I saw a dog. Yeah, no milk anymore. No, because, you know, Margaret Thatcher, the milk statue.
No,
she stole it.
Well, yeah.
She stole the milk, she did. Can you remember the milk?
Yeah. When I was at school, little bottles of little tiny bottles.
Little bottles, and then they had cartons, didn't they? But
yeah,
somebody,
when I was working at school, they had cartons. Yeah.
Somebody told me in the comments, because we do read the comments, but you probably already know. So leave your comment down below.
I think they still do milk.
Well,
they pay for it.
You have to pay for it, yeah. But no, but the thing is, can you remember the triangular milk?
No.
There was the triangle milk cartons. I didn't know they existed until somebody left it in the comments.
No, I never seen
triangular milk cartons.
I never seen triangular
a bit strange to me.
Cartons.
Why would they be triangular? You know,
we used to have
it's not a practical way of storing them, is it?
We used to have cartons when I was working at school, which you put a straw in.
Pyramids.
But straws are not allowed anymore, are they?
Plastic straws.
Yeah.
Or any straws.
Yeah. No. I don't know any straws. I think, or paper straws. Can you? I'm not sure.
He's got to trip me up, isn't he? Anyway, we want to talk about
straws.
Not straws. We want to talk about school dinners, didn't you?
We are.
Yeah. Talk about school dinners because the cost of school dinners is rocketing. Now, schools in Derbyshire, fortunately for them, they're having to put their prices up by 40%. Now, there's something we have to remind ourselves, darling. Do you know, can you remember in the olden days?
Yes.
When we were growing up?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember them well. Actually, I probably forgot by now. But anyway, there was kitchens, weren't there?
There were.
You know, you had dinner ladies.
Yeah, there was.
They used to cook the food.
Yep.
But these days, they don't cook the food. No. They just distribute the food from a central kitchen.
Yeah, they come in like
those heated trolley things,
which you have to check the temperature for and everything.
So you don't poison the kids, because that's not good either, is it? You can't doesn't poison them. No, they get ill.
Yeah,
they'll get salmonella and all other stuff. You're not allowed to dish it up
if it's not the right temperature.
No, of course. Well, that's understandable. But you see, the thing is, we didn't used to have to worry about it quite so much, as long as the meat is cooked through and stuff like that, because it was all fresh. So it used to be, you see. Yeah, I can remember. There's a particular smell, isn't there? Like, too much rosemary on the potatoes and stuff like that. Can you remember that smell? The rosemary smell.
I can remember. I can remember semolina.
Oh my God, I hated semolina. That was nasty. Who can remember semolina? Oh my God,
chocolate pudding with chocolate sauce.
It was all a bit sickly, wasn't it, really?
And you used to have like slices of meat with
like
roast potatoes and overcooked cabbage.
It's a bit like Mr. Kipling, isn't it?
Oh, Mr. Kipling.
Mr. Kipling. Exceedingly good cakes, apparently. But it's a lie, because they're shit. Yeah. Too much sugar, too sickly, too horrible.
Have they ever tried them? What?
Oh, not exactly patisserie, is it? It's just nasty. Well, some people here might not have done. They are really, really sickly cakes. Lots and lots of sugar, and really bad for you. It's just poison, really. But unless it's natural sugars, obviously, in fruit and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But the schools are struggling now. It isn't just Derbyshire; it's all the way around the country because food inflation. Well, that hasn't helped, obviously. Energy prices and stuff, and obviously Brexit. Everything is pushing the prices of. Come on, Wally. You pee up that fishing rod.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, don't do that, Wally. No. Well, everything has become more and more costly as a result, and the people providing the food you know, which happens to be privatised, private companies, is all about the profit, because that's obviously all they're interested in. Private companies are, well, they're not making any money. No, not anymore. Because the money that they get from the government, the taxpayer, isn't covering the cost of the meals now. Is it, darling?
No, it isn't.
Yeah,
there's
quite a large, almost like £1 a meal. They get just under £2, don't they? Or something like that, was it? But it's just under £2 per meal.
Yeah.
From the government, from the taxpayer,
like
from the
that.
exchequer.
There was an underpayment of so much anyhow.
There was an underpayment. I can't remember exactly what it was now.
I can't remember.
But it's quite considerable. So they're not making any money. So they have to pass the cost on to parents. So the parents have to pay more money for school dinners.
Which
it's got 40% now.
Looks like
it's considerable.
Which is about 95p a meal, I think.
Yeah. So what was it? We did actually have an article here, darling. Where's your article? You forgot your article.
Well, my article?
Yeah, your information.
I know, it's gone up 40%.
Yeah, that's all you told me. Oh, what did you have to swim?
What else do you want to know?
It's very hot today. So, school dinner prices for primary school pupils are set to rise by more than 40% in Derbyshire. There was another, it was a Grebe.
There was another school, wasn't there? Where was that?
Not Grebe.
I used to imagine most schools are going to follow because...
and Ducks.
Obviously.
Well, no, there was other schools as well. There was no one about 30% increase in the prices.
Yeah.
But it's obviously all over the country because they can't make ends meet. If the companies can't make a profit, well, the companies aren't going to actually provide a service because that's a dead something.
Very dead. Come on, no!
Come on. That's a koi
animal.
poo. Dead koi poo. Lovely. Yeah.
Come on, Dora.
Lovely.
Dora, no, come on.
Oh, that stink. Can you smell that?
Dora, this way.
Oh, crikey, that's foul.
They can't smell it.
Just over there. And it's nasty. Sorry, Don?
It smells horrible.
It smells absolutely disgusting.
It does.
It's still... Oh, crikey, still smell it.
Yeah, to get the dogs away
downwind
quickly.
of it now. So, primary school pupils in Derbyshire going to see their meals increase by approximately 95 pence to £3.25 each, with fares at secondary school meals will increase by a comparable amount. Now, schools will ultimately set their own meal prices, but Derbyshire County Council has set the recommended price across the county, and changes will come into force in September. Oh dear.
I mean, that's a lot of money.
Back at school, basically.
Can I speak?
I haven't stopped you speaking.
Oh, I'm just saying, is it okay? I'm thinking it's a considerable amount of money, really, because it's nearly £1 per child per day, yeah?
Yeah.
So say you had 3 children, that's an increase of £15 a week.
But some children, Caroline, they get it for free.
Well, not many.
No. Can you remember what the actual limit was? It's like 7,900 or something, or something like that.
7,900 a year. I mean, that's not a lot of money.
Yeah. So
you've got to be not working at all
to get free school dinners.
Yeah. So not a very high proportion of the country.
No. Well, of the kids.
Yeah, and we do also have to point out that children in reception year 1 and year 2 get at 3 anyhow.
That is true. But how much does it cost here for school dinners, darling? Is it about the same, or?
Yeah, I think it worked out about. I think Jess is about €2 a meal.
About €2, so it's cheaper.
€2 a meal.
Your hat's gone wonky. You got a wonky hat.
Oh, sorry. Oh, you pushed my hair out. I think it's between £2.50 or something like that anyhow.
So
but a bit cheaper than England, but the food is definitely better.
Oh my God, you ain't kidding.
Yeah,
they get proper food. They get salmon and trout and stuff like that, don't they? Here.
Salmon, yeah. They get duck. They get
and also our granddaughter's at school.
Mules.
Mules. They get mules. They get mussels and stuff. They get all sorts. The kids aren't fussy, are they? But ain't just that though, is it? The stuff they're getting is from an organic farm.
It's a local organic farm. where they get their vegetables and fruit from.
Yeah.
Even the meat is locally sourced, apparently.
That is.
And it's all cooked on site.
I think that's the thing, isn't it? The thing is, when you do things locally like that, people care about what they're doing. They got more interest in it, and they care about their children. Because quite often will be people who live in the community, and they might even know the kids that go to the school.
Oh, I know.
So I think there's more care, you can associate yourself with those pupils.
Also, I believe that the cook from the school actually also sometimes teach the children to cook. So they actually have lessons teaching them to cook things. They can help make the food they're going to eat.
Well, at Sophia School?
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But that's a valid point though, Caroline, in that we need to educate our kids about food.
Yes.
And the value of food, and the fact it is like the building blocks of life.
Yeah.
And if the kids at that age don't get decent meals and not flipping frozen chips constantly or something like that, it's just crap, isn't it?
Where their food.
And Mr. Kipling.
They need to know where their food comes from and how to cook.
You've got to have that association.
Maybe some of the parents don't know, and then they end up passing it on to the children, and the children don't know.
Well, there is some truth in it. A lot of the parents don't know.
Also,
sounds very snobbish though, doesn't it, when you say things like that?
Another thing I now brought a memory I got back from secondary school is when I was in secondary school and I used to have cooking lessons. We did a thing for Meals on Wheels. So we used to, once a week, we used to take it in turns, each class or whatever, and we used to cook the meals for the elderly people in the area, or so many meals and dessert, and then we used to go on a coach and we used to drop all the meals off to the old people.
Right.
That was when I was at school. I mean,
but that was a long time ago.
We're going back to the.
Isn't it kind of like Victorian times?
Mid to late 70s.
I thought it was Victorian times.
No.
Sort of like Jacob Rees-Moggs era.
Yeah, but that was really sweet because we were actually cooking meals and then actually taking them to the elderly people and talking to the elderly people. We used to make them a cup of tea and things.
But it's nice. It's kind of that community.
Sometimes they're lonely, and that was really diversion.
Well, Caroline, if you talk about communities and everything is interconnected, isn't it?
Yeah.
And communities, they revolve around the school generally.
Yeah.
You know, parents, they meet up and what have you and pick the kids up and have a chat, and it becomes a community-based thing and people do things together. Now, if you've got a community school, like for instance, where we lived, Sallows Primary School, it was very much community-based.
It was. Harvest Festival.
It changed a lot, mind.
Harvest Festival
And stuff like that.
Can you remember
but the parents
school collected for Harvest Festival?
Yeah, I remember that. But Caroline, the parents are involved in the school.
They were very involved.
No, you don't get that away in school. Our eldest in Heartsease, he don't have that association, do they, with the school?
Well, his child don't go to school yet, but I'm pretty sure they don't. Yasmin doesn't.
No.
Where she lives.
Oh yeah, I forgot. She's a bit young, isn't she?
Yeah. She don't go to school yet. She's only 3. She goes to a private nursery.
But either way, there is even with the nursery, there isn't that association.
I don't think there is these days. I don't know about Cell House because we haven't been there for 13 years. But there used to be a very.
It was a community.
There used to be a little community, and even the elderly people used to come to like the little coffee afternoons and things, and help and things, and that used to really be lovely. But I don't think they get that these days.
You used to volunteer a lot as well, didn't you?
I did lots of volunteering.
You were part of the community and helped. Yeah. Everyone sort of mucked in together and helped out.
Yeah, youth club and play group.
But a lot of that has been made much more difficult these days because obviously. The checks.
Yeah.
You know, like everyone now has to be checked. Even if you're a parent helping, you've got to be. What's it called again?
CBR.
CBR.
Yeah.
That's a motorbike.
Credit Bureau. CBC.
CBC, is it?
Credit Bureau check. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Whatever it's called. A check, anyway.
Yeah.
And now you've got to have these checks for everything. Obviously, a lot of parents, they don't have to pay for it generally, but they can't be bothered.
Well,
so it's last minute get bit help. It's virtually impossible to get, isn't it? It's a bit like people these days who want to have a last minute trip to the EU since Brexit has kind of made that a lot more difficult, you could say. Caroline, this looks scary. It looks like a bridge. Have you got Sebastian? Has he already gone over?
Yep.
Wow, he went over a bridge. Normally he like locks up and says, I'm not going over the bridge. There's a troll. Caroline, did you pay your toll?
No, who's that trip-trapping over my bridge?
Do you want to do that again?
No.
Caroline, do it properly. You've got to really do it. Yeah, go for it. Who's that trip-trapping over my bridge? Like that. Sort of scary like. No?
Marcus?
What?
15-minute warning.
Huh?
15-minute warning.
Do you hear what she's saying there? Because she said 15-minute warning because she's saying because our videos get too long. I don't know if you realise it's no good you whispering when you got a microphone under your gob. You fool. Oh dear. Caroline.
Duh.
You're not the sharpest knife in the drawer, are
I'm
you?
not.
Did you vote for Brexit?
No.
Oh, I'll take that back then. All right, darling. But that's true. Basically, the long story short, that food for the... you keep pulling.
I'm not because
He keep pulling. Oh dear. Well, restrain that animal. That beast. Restrain the beast.
He wants to pee up there and he couldn't let him.
Caroline.
Yeah.
So, a long story short, so we don't waffle any more than we have done already. The cost of food for the kids in the schools is going to be around 40% more expensive starting this September.
Yes.
And why is that?
Because the cost of living has gone up.
Yeah, inflation. and food inflation. But it has come down a little bit.
Yes.
Because inflation's come down a bit and food prices should start coming down. In some places, some stores are saying, oh, it's happening already. So that's a good thing, that's a good sign.
We've actually seen it here.
We've seen it, actually. I pointed out yesterday, didn't I?
But
When we were in the shop.
France
We've got problems here as well, you know, in France.
But France is very good. If fuel or any food, if things start to come down, they come down straight away.
Yeah, you see,
they don't wait about.
Well, we do in our supermarkets anyway. They do tend to. You do notice a change virtually straight away, don't you?
Yeah.
So there is that, but well, inflation's come down to 7.9% now as well, so that has effect on food inflation.
So the long and short of it is that these poor parents, even for one child, is going to be about £5 a week worse off, which is £20
for one
a month.
child.
For one child.
Crikey. What if it'd be like us for 6 kids?
Well, then it's 120 a month.
That's a lot of money to find.
That is.
But you know what the Brexiters are going to say, don't you?
What?
They say, well, if you're going to have all the other kids, you shouldn't bloom all have them.
Well,
even though we need people.
Yeah.
Yeah, one minute they tell us we need to be making more people and getting jiggy with it, and the next minute you'll get jiggy with it, darling.
But even if you have 2 children, which isn't out of the question, most people got 2 children, it's £40 a month.
Actually, no, most people have got 1.1 child,
but it's
whatever it is.
But it's £40 a month. That's a lot more money to find when your pay rise when your wages hasn't gone up for that extent.
Well, no, most people actually no wages haven't gone up; they've gone down.
Yeah,
that's why everyone's striking, darling. It's gone down because of austerity.
So is that?
Yeah. So that's George Osborne for you. Basically, he's going to make the kids starve now.
Yeah.
He's already killed 30,000 odd people through austerity, and now he's going to starve the kids as well.
Yeah.
And now we've got what was it now? The criticism of Keir Starmer regarding family, not family. It's
the 2-child family allowance.
Yeah, 2-child family allowance cap.
He didn't bring the policy.
He didn't. I know, but now everyone's calling Keir Starmer. What's that, Sir Kid Starver? Yeah, Sir Kid Starver.
Oh.
He didn't bring the policy in. He's just saying it's going to have to stay for now.
Yeah.
Oh, for how long? Well, he didn't actually say for now. He just said it's going to have to stay.
Well, you know, he doesn't really know.
That's not his policy.
He doesn't really know what money's in the thing, does he?
But Caroline, I don't know about you, but I can't remember the uproar when the policy came in. Can you?
No, there's more uproar now when Keir Starmer says we'll keep it.
That's a sign of the times, isn't it? That's a sign of right-wing newspapers taking the mickey out of everybody and fooling them, brainwashing them, because most people are fools. Sorry to say it as I say it. Anyway, it's time for us to go.
Yep, goodbye, au revoir.
Okay. It's just that, is it? Anyway, we're going to continue our walk. We might do another video, do you reckon?
Yeah, don't forget to...
I know all
membership,
that. Oh, God.
Here
we go again. Yeah, okay, buys a coffee.
Membership.
You could say Patreon, or you
No,
could say
'cause I probably wouldn't say it
you could say
right.
Patriot.
I'll let you say that one.
You can say if you want to support the channel, there's buy us a coffee. She might get a bit of, I don't know. I mean, no.
Patreon.
Anyway, you did it again. Patreon. Memberships.
And GoFundMe plant.
Oh, we're planting trees. That we are. We're planting trees here in France. 1,000 trees on 2 hectares of land. She's going to dig the holes, and I'm going to watch.
They're pretty.
Oh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? It's all purple.
Anyhow.
Yeah. Anyway.
Nice seeing you.
And if you want to be part of that, I ain't finished yet.
go on.
God, you distracted me. Oh my God, we're going to have a tiff. Domestic. Anyway, if you want to have a tree with your name with that tree, I'll make a sign to go with that tree, and there's a GoFundMe link down below. Basically, you can just buy a tree. Yeah, we'll put in the ground on your behalf. It's quite nice if you've got nowhere yourself to put the tree. Yeah, done.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And it could be on that sign. It could be your name, or maybe a memory of a loved one, what have you, or even a pet.
I'm not a pet.
Oh, my pet. Oh, my pet. Anyway, ta-ta. And have a lovely day.